Hello, and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. Yes, JDX. I see your first. I love the thumbnails. There and back again. I think that was the title of one of the trilogy movies from The Hobbit. Love those ones. But I was there. I was in Mythic. The season did just reset on Arena, and we're going to be climbing back with Stampede Dinosaurs, as it usually is for me. Hopefully everybody's week went good. Hopefully you don't have to work on the weekend, but well, if you do, at the very least, we're gonna have a good time here no matter what. That's the background one. That's not okay. Bear with me, I had to make myself pretty big there. Okay, ready to go. All right, as always, the list in the description tonight. It may be a little bit more of a relaxing night. It usually is the case, but the season reset, we're going to see a lot of different stuff. Usually people are trying out all kinds of things, climbing up. We might see aggro though. We're going to have to keep that in mind for sure. People want to fly up the ranked ladder usually, so they choose aggro to spam as many matches as possible, even though this list can be pretty darn fast, snatching wins out of nowhere, absolutely, sometimes on turn 4. If you are new though, and you think it's crazy, there's the primer as well, but basically, Sunken Citadel enters, you choose a color, you choose green. The 1 land taps for 2 mana for Castle Garenbrig's activated ability, which costs 4. You have 2 Sunkens plus a castle. You get to make 6 for creatures, where you wouldn't normally get to use the 2 from the 1 Sunken. Usually it's Carnage Tyrant, but with Agonasaur Rex, which I'm continuing to test out from Aetherdrift there, and Regal Imperiosaur, a little bit of back and forth. I could have something else that I play on turn 4 with the 6 from Castle. Of course, this costs 5, so 1 of the green gets wasted if it ever comes to that. But overall, it's deadly, as you saw last night. Man, that was a pretty darn fantastic run. My goodness, if you didn't get a chance to check it out, I definitely recommend it. It was a little bit on the crazy side though. I had 12 fogs. So I've cut that back down to the original fog, of course, and haze of pollen, the best non-fog fog. Just because it costs 2 and you can cycle it if by chance you don't need it. See if you get something a little bit better and maybe deadly for the opponent. Pardon me, I got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. It's not sore or anything, but when you're working around dust and stuff like that, some days, yeah, it tickles. But this deck does not tickle the opponent. It devastates the opponent, chipping away with a little bit of damage. 1, 2, no, that doesn't happen. Not at all. We're going to smoke them right out of the water. I probably surprised quite a few opponents, just because, again, like I mentioned, they're trying out some stuff. I'm reset back down to gold or back down to platinum because I was in Mythic. I'm reset right to platinum. If you were in diamond, you would go back to gold. It doesn't take too much to get back to platinum, but yeah, we start in platinum. And Tranquil Throwback too. Trim the 4. Root Snare, yes, it was Root Snare. Similar to Haze of Pollen there, but I feel there could be some graveyard strategies, potentially. I sense it. Again, it might just be all aggro tonight. I say we jump right into it with the absolutely lovely stable plan, and pretty much hard to interrupt, almost impossible in some cases. Watch it be some sort of discard deck, and JDX, you're going to be wishing that I brought in Leyline of Sanctity to give myself hexproof. It's never fun when the opponent can target you so much, but it is fun when you get to make them feel helpless, just like they've made their opponents feel helpless so often. does find an opponent almost instantaneously, just because there is so many to choose from. A Chandra avatar from Aetherdrift. I bet it's aggro. Oh boy, maybe I should have kept the 12 fogs. Give myself a really good chance here. Lovely hand. We got the Sunken in the commercial district. Commercial to see what's on top. Maybe. Could be a Castle Garenbrig. Prepare for the turn 3 Archdruid's Charm. If it is a castle, we would reach 7 on turn 4. Hopefully. Oh no, Kruger the macro sage. I didn't see that companion yet, but that does indicate painfully. Well, you're about to see 5-color Quintorius Discover combo. We're probably... Oh! There's Castle Garenbrig. It was a commercial district on top. I don't need that. I would rather a Tyrranax Rex because we will reach 7. But that's good. That is good progress, JDX. Absolutely. I've been good. Oh, well, yeah, no, it is. It is funny business. I don't know exactly what funny business this opponent is on, but you know it's going to be some sort of shenanigans. It's Vesuvian Shapeshifter, I believe. With the Raven's Warning, they put a card they own from outside the game on top of their library, and then they play the Vesuvian Shapeshifter, and at the beginning of combat it becomes a copy of the creature that's on the top, synergizing with that Raven's Warning. We're about to see something interesting. Or it's some sort of strange mid-range strategy. Would Tyrranax Rex be one of the more deadly things to do? Possibly. I think that's worth it. It's certainly not Quintorius Scout. Well, okay, they were able to pay the 4, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll get them. Oh. Vaultborn Tyrant. I don't want to spend the 2 to play Castle, to play Carnage. I want to draw into more deadly stuff. The next land, which Sylvan Scrying could become. If I don't draw land next turn, I'll use Sylvan Scrying and then play Carnage Tyrant. And I hope that they don't play another Leyline Binding. Reduced to 1 white is no fun at all. Looks like they might have a little bit of removal. Okay. Well, they can't attack into Vaultborn now, which is quite fantastic. This seems to be just 5-color soup. Some sort of 5-color soup. I'll definitely keep up the ruthless. Oh, okay. This is looking pretty good. Quite nice indeed. But on the tool side of things, I had a comment asking about taking a picture of my tools after I organize them. Try to do a little bit every night after I stream, and I got a new tool today, a narrow crown stapler 18 gauge. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely stuff. Get Agonasaur to the bottom. Yeah, I'm excited to build things, more things, improve the house that we get. It's going to be nice. The future house that we get, we won't be doing too much in the one we're living in right now just because we are going to be selling it, but hey, I'll take a win. Although we didn't really gain too much information. It's got to be a 5-color mid-range. No Bring to Light or anything like that. We see Night of Autumn. It's a pretty decent package. I mean, if you have 5 colors, you're using Leyline Binding. That's basically just a given. I would say we just keep it as is. Yeah. I don't know if I would ever do collector boxes. Maybe. Singles are where it's at. Oh, that's lovely. We see one Castle Garenbrig, and we make 7. Getting to the Vaultborn Tyrant there. It's either one Castle Garenbrig, one Sylvan Scrying to grab Castle, one Archdruids to grab and put Castle Garenbrig onto the battlefield, or Commune with Dinosaurs. Realistically, there's a very good chance that's going to be seeing it right here. And maybe they have a few counter spells. Oh my goodness, folks, look at that. What did I say? But Xander's Lounge entered tapped. I knew it tapped for a blue, so take the opportunity to make sure I can dig for it. They're choosing Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. They could make the goof and choose Regisaur Alpha, thinking that's going to be coming down before Carnage Tyrant, but that's not the... Oh yeah. They could also have another anointed Oh, a 5-color Fires of Invention. Huh. Well, now they definitely are naming Carnage Tyrant. That's no fun. It's no fun at all. Interesting. Well, we'll play Vaultborn next turn, see what happens. Draw into, hopefully, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Playing Karuga Macro Sage is rough. They draw quite a few things, and they're certainly slowing us down. But they can't play anything on their turn, just because of Fires of Invention here. So that could work in our benefit. As long as we, hopefully see Ghalta. If we see Ghalta with this draw or next turn, things are looking up. Yeah, sweepers would be quite nice. Or just that. Math is hard. There you go. But, it's not difficult. Back to nature. That's going to hurt this opponent quite a bit. It's not all we need, but we take out Fires of Invention, possibly Enigmatic Incarnation as well. And Leyline Binding too, which is rough stuff. Tyrranax Rex I could cut, as you saw. They were able to pay the ward 4 cost pretty... I know, JDX, it is Friday. It's fun Friday, I guess you could say, so... maybe, I'll sprinkle in a Leyline at some point. This hand is definitely better than that first one, even though we have to send somebody... yeah. Get T-Rex to the bottom. They can't get rid of Carnage Tyrant, no matter how much they pay, because they can't target it due to the hexproof. So I would prefer it in this case. Commune, I know I'm going to be getting that next land commercial. See if there is Castle Garenbrig on top. Yeah, we'll keep it there. I kind of like the thought of 2 Vaultborn Tyrants. Next turn, either we draw the Sunken, play it, and Archdruid's Charm is going to be getting us that second Sunken, so I think we should be okay. Oh, and the Back to Nature. Use it now. Again, like I mentioned, this deck is all colors. There's a very real possibility they have a counter spell. I would be kicking myself if they counter that Archdruid's Charm just because I wanted to wait. It was always going to be Archdruids to search for a Sunken. There's no point in waiting. I might as well take the opportunity to do that and make sure Archdruids resolves through a possible counterspell, although chances are they don't have too many of those. We should be okay with the Back to Natures, which I'm probably going to be casting here. Probably a pretty good idea, you would think. The phones have come a long way, JDX. You can do a lot of stuff. Quite a bit, but yeah, I want to hurt them, hopefully. Cross my fingers that buys us enough time A Vaultborn Tyrant next turn for sure. They get a few treasures, that kind of thing. They would have played Kruger the Macro Sage, drawn a bunch of cards, played some more stuff, but we slowed them down big time. Majorly. I think it's going to be a Leyline Binding, unfortunately. We use Back to Nature to get Vaultborn Tyrant. Oh my goodness. Oh, never would have guessed. Looking to draw a card to, well, simply get closer to Ghalta or a land. Both of them, really. Would be nice to draw another land that enters untapped, Back to Nature to get the Vaultborn back, and then play Carnage Tyrant. Tyrannical. Oh, good stuff. Hopefully no Leyline Binding again. Okay, okay. Alright. Good. Stabilizing quite a bit. Gaining 6 in a single turn. That was pretty nice. If we could play another Vaultborn Tyrant next turn, that would really get us to that Ghalta. Or we could just play Ghalta next turn. There's a very real possibility that we simply just draw her. Yeah. Going back to the phone point though. They've come such a long way. I appreciate it because I can play games easily. Yes. People are lurking, or they're sleeping, or they use my soothing voice to put themselves to sleep, which is perfectly okay too. I think this opponent has something else up their sleeve. Some sort of thing. We'll see if we draw out Settle the Wreckage. It could be, but could be some creatures with flash. The Leyline, but I don't know. We'll find out. At the very least, we're back up to 21, which is quite a bit more comfortable. To bounce Vaultborn, that's fine. It's fine by me. Played a bunch of creatures. That's still alright. We're going to be getting Ghalta Stampede Tyrant at some point here. Oh, I thought I could play Castle Garenbrig, but no, I have to get rid of one thing. Regisaur again? Nah, no. Yeah, we'll get rid of Tyrranax Rex. I want to keep Castle Garenbrig just in case they have some land destruction. They could have. Beseiju who endures. Trumpeting Carnosaur. I mean, it gets something. Doesn't get a whole lot. Nothing I'm scared about. They will never take out Vaultborn Tyrant. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know, JDX. It is. Oh, you know what had to happen at some point? It only took over a third of the deck. We're past 40. That's a third. If they don't have a counter spell, they die. Are they dead? I think they might be. They could have. Oh, they don't. No counter spell. Huh. Can they stop the ability? No. Well, on the Discord, they don't always have it. But on the Discord, it was pointed out that end your turn with more than 12 cards, something. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to end my turn with more than 12 cards. It's an achievement from the new achievement system. But, I don't know, maybe it's going to be hard to do. If I have so many triggers with Vaultborn, the opponent might... Well, I would... Yeah, I guess I would never end my turn with 12 or more cards. It's a blue requirement because blue draws a lot. But if I draw a lot, it's a turn where Vaultborn triggers a bunch and I'm going to be killing them. I may have to kill them. I always want to kill them as fast as humanly possible to achieve the 12 or more cards at the end of turn in your hand. I'd basically have to not attack, which is interesting stuff. Yeah, that was a good... I was getting a little bit worried there. I'm not sure why I covered my mouth. I'm not around anybody. A good habit, though. Okay. Like I mentioned, we could be facing some interesting stuff, and I think that was a pretty interesting thing to see right off the start. Shiny cast form. That is some pretty good stuff. 400, that's rough. It's got to happen anytime now. If I had to choose, for anybody that doesn't play Pokemon or isn't aware, shiny Pokemon, sometimes they look different from the originals. Very rare versions that are quite hard to see. But some shinies are better than others. Some are completely different looking. They might be green instead of pink, that sort of thing. Cast form is pretty good, but my favorite is one named Sudowoodo. It has it's a rock that's shaped like a tree, and it has hands, leaves as branches. Basically, they're green, and the shiny version, they're red. So I don't know. I like trees. I like nature, and I like beating up opponents, just like that previous match. That hand certainly could do it. Okay, let's hold up. What do we got going on here? Enduring Bond Warden. When this creature dies, put it counter. Celestia counters. Something like that. If we see a land that enters untapped next turn, or the turn after, this is going to be good. I sent that Planis to the bottom to simply increase the chance of me drawing a land that enters untapped next turn or the turn after. The opponent could be dead. Potentially 8 mana on turn 4. With everything that I have smoked out of the water. We'll see. At the very least, I play Vaultborn Tyrant. We are at 16, so should be good. Should be good. Rayquaza is quite nice. Rayquaza is like the green sky serpent thing. You can imagine a dragon, floating in the air. But the shiny version of Rayquaza is black, and then with the gold all around. Oh, man. Shiny Rayquaza is pretty hard to beat. Well, it's just a bunch of counter stuff. Yeah, it's got to be Vaultborn Tyrant. Hopefully they don't have an answer for it. As long as we draw a land off of this or next turn, I think we'll get them. Hopefully. I think they could have an answer. Or maybe they just kill it. We get a copy of Vaultborn, draw a card to gain a bit more life. Huh. That is interesting. I never really got into the super duper specifics of shiny hunting. You can hatch Pokemon eggs, and the hatched Pokemon could become a shiny. You can increase the chances of finding it if, well, you're on a particular one. Different ways to find them. I should probably look at this Bulwark Ox, though. Whenever it attacks, put a counter. Creatures hexproof, indestructible. That's okay. Definitely Nox, definitely. At least we'll be taking out somebody here. I think. Or maybe we're just dead, somehow, some way. Guess we'll try and kill this thing, maybe. 7, 9. Somebody's getting bigger, I think. Okay, now that does make sense. I have seen people hunt the legendaries before, and that method, I just didn't know what it was specifically called. Down to one. Oh boy. Oh boy, land untap to die. If it's not untapped, we lose. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, so close. That would have been a pretty amazing finish right there. Yeah. It's a decent bit of aggro. I think the fogs could help us quite a bit. Trim Commune with dinosaurs, they do have a lot of big stuff, so I think it would appreciate. Well, we'll keep it like that. I was thinking of trimming Agonasaur Rex there. I might prefer Tyrranax Rex instead. They are pretty similar in size. Agonasaur is the same size as Tyrranax Rex, and Agonasaur could have haste because of Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha. And I don't really need the Ward 4. I don't exactly need the Toxic that Tyrranax Rex brings, so I might as well play something that is the same size as Tyrranax Rex for cheaper. Leyline time? Yeah, we'll see. If I win this match, JDX leyline time. Yes, absolutely. We'll do it. Shiny Kyogre. I've always pronounced it Kyogre. That's pretty sweet. This hand also a little bit. Certainly is quite a few fogs. 3, I mean, it's going to buy us time. Send the Vaultborn to the bottom. I have a couple turns to draw into stuff, so I might have enjoyed keeping that Vaultborn, but I want to get to the next land, to the Sylvan Scrying, all that stuff sooner. It's going to be quite nice though when we surprise them with a fog and they think they're safe to deal a bunch of damage. Certainly I'm not going to be using it here. There's no reason to save myself from 1 damage. When it gets to 6, 7, possibly. Oh! Well, now they're just dead-ish. The fogs are going to buy me enough time. I'm just going to get to 8. Next turn, I mean, we could draw land, play it, Archdruids to search for and put the second Sunken on the battlefield. All of a sudden, poof. Their chance goes out the window. Definitely take 4. Oh, and the Castle Garenbrig. This is good. Kind of wish I had another creature though, but we buy time. That's what it's all about. And hope they don't have a way to prevent combat damage. That would be rough. Okay, it's a pretty big chunk, for sure. It's fog time. Yeah, Sunken Citadel. Depending what we draw, there is a very good chance that it should be a creature. We could kill him, basically, as long as we get somebody else that's a creature, because they're all dinos. Oh, would that do the trick? 12, 19, 19. I think so. I'm pretty sure. Math is hard. 19 trample, 5 of that is stopped. 14, 17. Yeah. Pretty sure that does the trick. Good stuff. Phew. Yeah. Again, there's a very real possibility I could have simply drawn the Archdruids or the Sylvan Scrying, but we had a few more turns to cast the Haze of Pollen, wait to get somebody good that's going to finish off the opponent. They probably wouldn't think there's going to be a third fog type spell. Definitely attacking after I cast the second one and then I cast the third one, boom. They continue to be left open completely, open potentially, and then we just kill them. I've wondered about splunking Captain Dude Man. A little bit, definitely. There's the potential of splunking to help Sunken Citadel enter untapped. I think I do have enough forests to meet the requirement for Castle Garenbrig. It could be good. I'd almost want to lean a little bit more into the cave part of splunking. The additional land you put out with its ability. If it is a cave, you gain 4 life, which could be nice, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll try it tonight. Perhaps after. Oh, that's very good. Yes. After, whatchamacallit, Leyline Binding. Or maybe splunking and Leyline Binding. That would be alright. This hand, though, is... Oh, it's good. Real good. I don't see us needing to use the fog this turn. That Quirion Beast Caller is not going to get super crazy. Don't think. Oh, that's basically blasphemy that I misspoke about the ley line. Yeah. Huh. Ley line of sanctity. My goodness. I should just turn on. I should end the stream right here. That shouldn't have happened. Despicable. Absolutely despicable. Nah, that's alright. Authority of the Consoles is going to be a little bit of a headache. Actually, we probably need to use a fog right here. Oh, yeah. I would like to stop myself from taking 9, but then I'm not playing anything. Oh, hey. Ooh. I don't like that. It's got to be a fog. And we hope to draw another one next turn to continue to buy ourselves time here. Not the case. Yeah, no. It's just dead to a bunch of big creatures, unfortunately. Yes, definitely. Less salt and ice. 100%. Which it is actually snowing. There was a pretty decent snowstorm today here in northern Ontario, and I'm gonna have to salt quite a bit more. A little bit. I have 3.5 bags. 3 bags now in the back of my car. Ready to go. I don't know. I've lost track of how many cups of coffee I've drank, so maybe I'm so wired that I completely mix up the ley lines there. I'm trying to keep it away from you guys. I love snow. I love shoveling, being outside, inside, playing on the computer. Best of both worlds, absolutely. But snow is not for everybody, and some of you guys south of the border, that's okay. I'll take all the snow. You send it our way. Take one for the team, sort of thing. Yeah. It's a kind of aggro-ish big deck, and I have to think if we had another fog, there's a pretty good chance we would have survived. It is just nice that fog did buy a decent bit of time there. However, we got an Urtai resurrected, countering stuff, killing stuff, Yorion, bouncing stuff, Thundering Falls. It's hard to say. We'll have it entered tapped. I want to see what I draw next turn. If it's a Sunken Citadel, of course I'm going to play it, but I'll try and dig for the Sunken. Now I might be kicking myself because they could counter this, which... Oh. We'll grab a Ghalta. There was no land to grab, so it might as well have been that. Yori, yeah. I'm going to... Oh, excuse me. 5 and a second Ghalta. This is some sort of Lotus Field funny business. Yeah. We should mostly quit at this point because Lotus Field is going to pop off. We're going to have to sit back, relax, and watch as they take 20 minutes to win, going through their entire deck. We won't actually do that, but fun. JDX, oh no, not that. garbage. I'll explain what just happened. Basically, they won because of the silly funniness. I've faced it before, so I'm not... Well, my feathers aren't ruffled too much. But Days Undoing, each player shuffles their hand and draws 7 cards. However, with Narset, part of the Veil's static ability, each opponent can only draw 1 card a turn. So Days Undoing, we were about to get a bunch of stuff. So basically, we discarded everything and got 1 thing back. Hey, if this person loves playing this sort of deck, well, there's something for everyone, but it's not for me, and it's not for a lot of people to face. And more on the cheese side of stuff. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. Could be worse. Again, it may not matter too much. I've heard about heist decks. I'm just happy I don't have to face heist decks because, well, they don't exist in Pioneer or Explorer, but never a good time. Could be alright with the Castle Garenbrig. Of course, we do need that 3rd source of green, which I don't have yet, for the potential Archdruid's Charm. We do have it with that castle, and I'm going to cycle Agonasaur Rex next turn to draw into stuff, but I should try Alchemy at some point. Alchemy, Historic, Timeless, I know a bunch of you play the other formats there. And eventually Standard once again. Of course, Dinosaurs did get quite a bit more powerful with Aetherdrift there. Hey, you're on fire, JDX. Write it down, maybe use it as a verse in one of your raps or something. But oh look, they got a Thespian stage and they copied a Lotus Field again. Never seen that before. Oh, I would like to play a Tyrranax Rex next turn, which is a possibility. Oh, okay, that's good. Too little, too late. I imagine it could be too little, too late, but if they stumble and they can't do a big thing next turn, the second T-Rex is likely going to finish them off. I guess not. Oh, look, they're going to untap both with the... Oh, they're not. Huh. This is good. I like our chances now. I guess it's just 5-color Lotus Field ramp. It's not like they go through a bunch of stuff and then they win with 1 spell after casting a bunch of them. Yeah, it really is just Lotus Field ramp. Huh. I know, I never would have expected that. Did they just get rid of Agonasaur Rex? Oh no, Tyrranax Rex. So, I was about to... Really? Oh, that's no good. Ghalta would have been pretty nice there for sure. Get the commercial district just to get closer to Ghalta. Well, that's not Ghalta. I'm just happy we get Vaultborn Tyrant. And knowing that it is just Lotus Field control, Lotus Field mid-range, feels pretty good. We just have to get to a Ghalta, and we should kill him. Of course, they could have 2 pieces of removal, taking out Regisaur Alpha and Palani's Hatcher. It's kind of scary. I'm not too worried about Nicol Bolas. They only have 1 card left. I think we can get the job done. Oh, with the Commune. We should be seeing Ghalta. Not Ghalta, sadly. Well, we'll go with the Vaultborn once again. That's okay. That's okay, JDX. We're getting close to halfway through, and we haven't seen Ghalta yet. unfortunately. My oh my. They certainly have a lot of mana. Another Lotus Field in their hand, plus a Xander's Lounge. Hopefully they don't have too much removal. They might not want to use it on Vaultborn there. Where is Ghalta? Stampede Tyrant. Huh. Bouncing it once again, are ya? Would be nice to take out Nicol Bolas there. We'll certainly try. Oh, I know, JDX. Oh, well, you don't really want to be doing that. Yes. Have me draw 3 cards now. I'm going to be seeing Ghalta. I better see Ghalta. There we go, finally. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I might use Xander as well. I mean, I've heard good things. Really, it would have to be something dinosaur related. But yeah, Xander's rough. Don't exactly need a Sunken. Discarding 3 cards. Wow. Okay, as long as they don't have a Thoughtseize, we could get Ghalta. Oh. Well, no, that doesn't really matter too much. I imagine they do have a counter spell. Cavern of Souls can't. Oh, okay. That's still alright. Hopefully. Yeah, you got Regisaur, you got 5 more. Spend that mana. Okay, cross your fingers, cross your claws. I think it will still get us. Oh, yeah. Actually, that probably is going to do the trick. One, two, three. Yeah. I was just double checking to make sure that I was safe to draw everybody. With all the cards I want, I don't want to deck myself. Yeah, there we go. Gotcha.
You have no power here.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Whew. That was an interesting one, though. Yeah, it's been very all over the place. I'm sure we'll probably face some usual meta deck. It could be rough. This hand is not so rough. Even though we only have 2 sources of green, needing 1 more for Archdruids, one of those sources of green is a Sunken. And playing Sunken on turn 1 is very, very nice indeed. Oh my goodness.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Take the ping, go with Sylvan Scrying, maybe draw out a counter spell. Boom, we got another Castle Garenbrig on track. On track. My lands just have mana abilities. So, watch out. Again, they could have a counter spell. Let's get that other Sunken while they're tapped out, while we know we have a guaranteed opening. Could be rough. If we draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, they die. Not quite, but I like that. Trying to take out. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. Okay. Sunken lost the ability to choose a color as it enters, or it entered untapped. I don't know, that was kind of rough. Oh, you really Days Undo. Days Undoing, honestly. That's no good. These pairs. Goodness. That nonsense. Nonsense. I'll grab Tyrranax Rex at the very least. Might have to sacrifice it, but yeah. Blood Sun. Not fun. Would have been nice to play T-Rex the previous turn. Yay, hooray. Lotus Field Super Friends. I guess that's what we'll call this. Sadly. Very sadly. Yeah, they got their trick, their cheese off. Twice, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess I'll send a little bit towards Nicol Bolas. They do draw a card because one of their creatures died with Liliana Dreadhorde General's ability, so that's a lot of fun. Ouch. Yeah, that's great. Yes. Miro's going to lose to some sort of silly nonsense. And this is a lot of silly nonsense. We'll see what we draw next turn, but that is it, unfortunately. Oh boy, oh boy. Watch it be another land, another Castle Garenbrig. That would be the nail in the coffin. Eh. That's not going to help us. Oh well. Yeah, that's how it goes. There's no way to really beat that when they make you discard everything and only get one back. But it's getting a little bit hot here. I gotta take off my long sleeve shirt. Computer really heats up this small room. Always. Especially with it getting warmer outside. It doesn't get nearly as cold in here. I don't know, maybe not for life. Maybe a slap on the wrist or something like that. But I guess, you know, people have fun in different ways.
Dang! Oh!
Maybe I should make another cup. Hooray. If I can get to 10,000 gold tonight, actually it should look at the quest. We'll open up 10 packs, we get a golden pack from the store and all that, and maybe this is going to be Azorius Control. We're going to smoke them, as many of you know. Oh, watch out. Yeah, maybe just keep it as is. Ban all the stuff that beats my deck, and then I'll be okay with... Oh, I did forget. Well, we're facing off against Celestia Auras, Celestia Enchantments. So we're dead. Unfortunately, they went first. And watch them play Light Pause. Oh, it's not a Light Pause. It's not a Light Pause. Oh, Celestia Enchantments Hardened Scales. This is going downhill. JDX Leyline of Sanctity. Sadly would not have even saved me in here. This opponent is not going to be targeting me, so I think we'll have Leyline of Sanctity be in the sideboard for now. If we face off against any sort of discard deck, hand hate with the Thoughtseize and Duress, we'll bring it in. Naya Hardened Scales. Like I said, all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, wait, they got a 5. Okay, no. Turn 3, they hit us for 12. I'd only played 2 lessons. Fogs are going to help, I guess. But also Back to Nature, it could be okay. This is not an Auras deck, so Back to Nature won't be quite as helpful, I think. The Fogs will definitely be helpful for sure. I'm going to try that, what I was saying. Trim Commune, trim Agonasaur Rex. Keep in Tyrranax Rex, which might be nice. I could see this opponent having some ways to get lifelink on their creatures. They might get out of control. We could potentially surprise them with a lethal from the Toxic. They think they're safe, but they're not. This hand could be good just because we do have 3 sources of green and Castle Garenbrig. Hoping for that Sunken Citadel, but oh, that's better. That's way better. I certainly do want Ghalta. We buy ourselves a turn with the fog, hopefully seeing at least one more, but those lands right there, that's 6. Turn 4 at least. We see one more land and boom. We're making 7 for Vaultborn. I say we gotta send Ghalta to the bottom. Play it safe a bit. Oh boy. Definitely keeping that fog. Okay. Yeah, we could get flooded, potentially, but knowing that for sure, we're getting to 7 with that Stomping Ground on top. Played a little bit safer. I'm just happy we get Carnage Tyrant down. Eventually. Now, I don't think this optimistic scavenger is going to get too crazy big. Not big enough that I want to use my fog. Whenever an enchantment they control enters, or whenever they fully unlock a room, they put a counter on it. That's nothing to worry about. Yeah, no need to save myself from taking 2. Keep the fog for potentially a much bigger turn. Well, I'm glad I sent that Ghalta to the bottom. I was getting a little bit worried, and now we got a replacement. And now they just won't attack into Carnage Tyrant unless that optimistic scavenger can somehow get to 6 power. But oh, you want to do Sheltered by Ghosts. You want to temporarily exile my Carnage Tyrant. You can't do that. Not happening. Sorry. Not today. I do think they have that Sheltered by Ghosts or something that can answer somebody other than Carnage Tyrant. Vaultborn certainly probably is going to get dealt with. I'm going to play it next turn, but I might skip over it. If I draw another Sunken, play it for the turn, get to Ghalta, Archdruid's Charm as well would be something where I skip over the Vaultborn and make sure I can reach 8 mana after next turn's turn. Okay. Oh. I like the sounds of this. Nah, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going for it. And I'm hoping there's no Sheltered by Ghosts. Keep in mind, they looked at Carnage Tyrant a couple times there. It was highlighted quite a bit. I think they were hoping they could have gotten rid of it, but no. Do they have something for 1 white? I can't think of too many things for a single white that would get rid of Vaultborn. Huh. Probably just Sheltered by Ghosts right now. Lifelink on that optimistic scavenger. It gets lifelink, first strike, +1/+1, plus another counter due to its ability. Kind of wish I did have Back to Nature now. Calyx, an enchantment creature, would die. Alcid, that I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's also an enchantment creature. A decent amount of their creatures are enchantments, and Back to Nature is certainly quite devastating against it. And if they attack with Enduring Innocence, that's what I want. Somebody big enough that it takes out the Vaultborn Tyrant. Give me another copy of it, because it's the original. Re-enters, draw a card, gain more life, but simply get closer to the next land I need to play play Ghalta. Oh, you got seriously chained to the rock. Okay, that's fun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, at least we get to buy ourselves quite a bit of time with all the fogs. We have to take 9 from Enduring Innocence. We're going to be preserving Carnage Tyrant for sure. Goodness. Another Ghalta is rough. I'm just going to attack them. I got a bunch of fogs. We'll keep buying time, see if they block with a bunch of stuff. They could combine. Yeah, they might combine blockers. That'd be alright. They have to assume there's something up my sleeve, which is certainly the case. Why would I have not conceded already? That is what they're wondering. I bet. Or maybe they're stream sniping. That could also be, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. They're not gaining life next turn though, which is pretty good. They'll stay at 20, possibly attack with everybody. Yeah, just make your stuff big. Do it. It's going to be pretty hard to punch through though. I'm bringing him back to nature. If it does go to game 3. Oh, do it. You know you wanna. Actually, I'll go with the fog. I might honestly cycle a Haze of Pollen, see if I can get another big creature next turn, possibly a Vaultborn Tyrant. Should probably save that Haze of Pollen instead. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Ooh, that's good. Somebody big on top, huh? Vaultborn? Oh, don't need a Sylvan Scrying. Just keep attacking and keep stopping them from dealing damage. It would be pretty hilarious to win this way. It'd be pretty sweet. And it might be the nightcap as well, so hopefully it ends on a positive note. Like I mentioned with the tools, I got a lot of organizing to do. It's going to take longer than I think, but it's going to be pretty sweet when it's done. Preparation is everything. Practice is everything too. Just like this. Practice makes better. Yeah. 2 more turns to keep hitting them. We should be alright. Might get... We'll see. I could draw an Archdruids to take out Chain to the Rocks to get the Vaultborn back, but also use a Haze of Pollen. Yeah. Taking them a while to buff their stuff. Get there eventually. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. You guys know what's about to happen. They just got to play it out. I guess they figure eventually I won't have stuff that stops combat damage. Maybe they think this is the final turn. My opponent hasn't conceded, so they're going to use it again. I keep needing to force it out of my opponent, and they're going to run out and I'm going to win. We'll see. We'll see. Attack again. Do it. You know you wanna. Oh, they learned their lesson. Good. Good-ish. And I don't think they're going to expect the third one, so they'll maybe attack with everybody. They'll attack with just enough to draw it out and hold some back for sure. Creature, come on. Regisaur, Palanis. T-Rex is nice, but I don't have 2 left over, unfortunately. That's probably going to be it. Nuts. Yeah, it's kind of cool to test out the fogs, though. That was all out. I forgot. I was so excited. Attack with everybody. I don't have a third one. Trust me. It's not there. It's not there. You can see red. Do it. Do it. You know you wanna. I might actually add in Embercleave, the good old classic Embercleave equipment. Legendary equipment. Attach it to somebody. I get +1/+1. Trample and double strike. The trample is certainly redundant because most of my dinos have it. But just that double strike, that would be nice. Chain to the Rocks doesn't have flash, so I don't really care too much. Attack with everybody. Come on. Do it. Yeah. Keep going. Oh boy. Test the waters. Maybe I just draw another fog next turn. Okay, we'll get something at some point. A Vaultborn Tyrant next turn could potentially get the job done. That would be nice. Sadly, no. Watch it be a Vaultborn right underneath. Ooh, there. Haze of Pollen. We tried. Yeah. We'll leave it there for now. It wasn't as hot as last night, but can't always start off perfect. A bunch of wacky things that I'm probably never going to face again. There's a very real possibility those specific decks they'll never show up. Especially when you get to Diamond, certainly when you get into Mythic. It's not exactly worth preparing for if there is something specific that would shut them down. But again, Back to Nature would have helped me quite a bit there, I think. Certainly if I had the Vaultborn Tyrant playing a Ghalta that drops another Ghalta, a lot of draw triggers, I maybe could have salvaged something. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Hopefully everybody had a good time watching. Right now, later on, whenever it is, wherever it is, have a good weekend. If by chance I don't stream, but I'm planning to do it tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah. Right. Peace. Oh, and Leyline of Sanctity tomorrow night, JDX. Yeah, we'll try for that. And what else was it? There's another card to try. We got talking about. Okay, anyways, if you do have a question, leave a comment here or in the Discord, or you want me to try something out, I got time, because I only play one thing. I'm having a good time. All right. Okay. Actually done.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?